Hey, hello everyone. Good evening. Good evening. Good evening. Sorry, I'm a little too late. Never mind. Never mind the delay. I'm a little too late. Yeah. Here we continue our discussion on the last mile. So I think at 5 in the evening today we also had a lecture a little bit on algebra. That's what we tried and see today, and also yesterday also we did a little bit of algebra, and today we are doing a bit of arithmetic and geometry on the YouTube, right? Having said that, let me quickly introduce myself before we get on to this. So I'm Belvi Srinivas. I've been working in the test prep industry for the last 14 years. That's since 2007 in various capacities across different organizations, both on the side of the management as well as on the side of the counseling and training the students. Yes, so I did develop good skills to train the students in the area of QA, DI, and LR, and also mentoring the students in the space of GD, PI, VAT, and other stuff. So also counseling students to seek admission into the right kind of B schools. So that's a bit about me to know the background with respect to that test prep. Yes, how do you reach out to me? You can join this Telegram group, and on this particular Telegram group, so you can ping me with your short concerns, the queries that you have. Not only I, but there are many other students who will also may chip in and try to help you out. So wherever it is required, certainly I will also intervene and try and address some of your concerns. That's how we can interface and kind of work together. Before I start the lecture, let me quickly make some few announcements, particularly in the space of both CAT 21 and as well as on 22. So if you are preparing for CAT 22, anybody preparing for CAT 22, if you are here, so there are two batches. So one which started just yesterday, and the other one is about to start 2 days from now. So this is a weekend batch. Weekend, that's Saturday and Sunday. Weekend batch implies it's a Saturday and Sunday morning. Morning batch it is. Yeah, so you may wonder, like, no, why there will be so many batches in the span of 3 days, 4 days, 5 days for a particular CAT preparation? For a simple reason that there are multiple educators, so who will be launching courses for the which suits different kind of students. For example, if you look at the course offering, there will be a short video on this. When you go there, they will tell you as to what they are planning to teach in QA and DI and LRs and RCs. There will be a short video in which they'll say that are they planning to teach from level 1 to level 2, or is it just a course on level 2 in a quantitative aptitude, especially in algebra or things like that. Similarly, when you go to this particular batch, they will let you know as to what they are targeting in RC. Are they planning at foundation followed by intermediate level, or are they starting the course at the intermediate level? Such offerings are, therefore there are different students want different kind of batches. Therefore, so many batches would be formed in a particular week. In a particular week, you generally see 1 or 2 batch launches, right? That's the idea behind it. Yeah, and if you are preparing for NMAT, you can take a look at this particular batch, which is set to start on 27th. Yeah, how do you do that? How do you attend these particular batches? You might have to buy either a plus subscription or iconic subscription. So these are the subscription prices for different months, about 6 months and 12 months, 18 months and 24 months. And on all of this, you get 10% discount whenever you use any of the educator code, including my code, which is Belvi 100. It appears Belvi 100 doesn't mean that you get 100% discount. You get only 10% discount. But my preference could be going for iconic subscription, for a simple reason that in iconic subscription you will get 25 one-to-one meetings. You can set up a meeting with the mentor of your choice, and you can do 25 one-to-one meetings. If you go for a 6-month subscription, roughly turns out to be 1 meeting every single week with the mentor of your choice and with the agenda of your choice, right? So that's what technically it means. What can be the agenda? It can be the doubts, it can be the concepts, it can be the B school guidance, it can be the interview preparation, whatsoever it could be. Here you will get 50 one-to-one, here you get 100 one-to-one. So all this, again, you get 10% discount on the listed prices out here. Oh, not only this, there is an offer going on. So if you are planning to avail this iconic subscription, the offer is instead of 25 one-to-ones in 6 months, you get 35. That's a 40% increase in one-to-one. Instead of 50 one-to-one in a year span, you will get 70. That's again a 40% increase in the iconic. So it's a limited period offer, so you can avail this probably if you are planning to buy in a shorter span. Yeah, and there is an early bird offer. This is especially for the OMET, especially for the 2022 students or CAT 2023 students. So you get additional 10% discount on whatever the discount it is. So you can go through this slide a little in detail. So with the 10%, so this is what the listed price is. Let's say, for example, let me take a 12-month subscription. The listed price is 22, but you will be getting at 18. On this, again, you get 10% discount by using the educator code. Yeah, that's about the offers and the schemes that we have on the Unacademy. But if anybody is here for CAT 22 or CAT 23, So I would say that, hey, this particular lecture for the next 1 hour might not suit your requirements, because I am doing a reflective learning, keeping that CAT is just about a couple of days from today. So we are kind of trying to revisit some of the concept, maybe already the next 1 hour, some concept revision that we are trying to do with respect to some impactful examples. That's what we are trying to attempt. So certainly it might not help if you are appearing for CAT 22 or CAT 23. You can take a look at those particular lectures once I start rolling the batches, rolling the content for the CAT 22 from the scratch. That would make a lot better sense. All right, so here we go. So now before we start the lecture, can I quickly know who are all here on the forum? That would be nice. Some discussion is going on. Okay, I'm not reading what all went on till here. Okay, can you quickly know, guys, who are all here? Can I quickly know that? Shall we quickly exchange the greetings? Yeah, good evening, Sonakshi. Good evening, Ashutosh. Yeah, there is some discussion which has gone before this. I'm not reading into it. So you can continue that thread later. Okay, Rishav is here. All right. Vashtanavi, he is here. Okay. Akib is here. All right. Great, guys. Great. Okay, I think there should be few more Srishti is here. Okay. Yeah, Srishti is screaming loud. Okay. Yeah, I could hear. Aman, Sagar. Yeah, cool. All right, this looks pretty encouraging. That's nice, guys. Let's get started. Keep all your books and pens ready. Keep your book ready. Keep your pen ready. Right, let's get started straight away out here. So I'm also a little late. I joined a little late. Yeah, let's get started. So reflect time, maybe about 1.5 to 2 minutes. Take about a couple of minutes. I will address that, Srishti. Don't worry. Calm down and try to do these questions with me. Yeah. Yeah, we will think of them later. At the end of the lecture, we'll discuss all that, Vaishnavi. Right? Yeah, settle down now. So all that, so you might have some questions which I will take it up at the end of the lecture today or tomorrow, whatever. Okay, for now, you calm down. Take a couple of moments and try and resolve this particular question. Go ahead and try make some sense out of this particular question. Okay, do it with me. Guys. Let's do it together. If I give a little more time, I'm sure you will be able to close it. That should not be a concern. But nevertheless, let's try and handle this a little together. So that will also set up a little bit of warm up, and then we will go in from here. Okay, now case 1. So there is a case 1. Let's say that this lady is moving from P to Q. Listen, everybody listen to this. Pretty simple question to start with. Let's assume that this lady is to go from home to office. Let us write H2O, let's say. H2O, home to office. And after traveling certain distance, let us call that particular point as A. She traveled a particular distance with her usual speed. So I'm writing the case here. Listen to this. I'm writing the case here. Usual and actual. Case 1, usual versus actual. There is a speed and there is a time. Usually she used to take 4x speed. She used to go with a speed of 4x. Today she is going with a speed of 3x. You may wonder from where on earth you are getting this 4x and 3x. It's here because I saw that first case, that 3/4. Therefore I said that let the usual speed be 4x. Looking at the denominator, why simply I should take x and 4 by 3 times of x. So by your usual standards, I said that let the usual speed be 4x. Therefore the actual speed is going to be, actually she is maintaining a speed of 4 3x from where? From the point called A, which implies she maintained a speed of 4x here and she is willing to maintain a speed of 3x here. Good. So therefore, what happens to the time from where to where? Time between A and O. What happens to the time between A and O? Naturally, there is no delay here, no delay from A to H. There is going to be a delay in this particular window because she reduced her speed. What happens to the time? Time will be in the inverse ratio. Therefore, you say that this would be 3y and this would be 4y. She is supposed to cover A to O in 3y time, but she is now taking 4y time. What is the difference? Difference is 1y time. 1y means how many minutes? 9 minutes. 1y means 9 minutes. That's a difference. Difference is 9 minutes, which means what is the actual time that she was supposed to be taking? 9 into 3, 27 minutes. She was supposed to be taking 27 minutes. However, in this case, she went on to take 36 minutes. That is the meaning of she took 9 minutes extra. Okay, leave this case aside. Leave this case aside. Now there is another case. There is another story. Next day, she tried another stunt, right? She wants to go from H to O. She came till A. Now she said that no, not here. Let me go to another point called as B. Hey, how far is this particular point B? 6 kilometers away. All right, this is another 6 kilometers. After this, she said that I am now going to try another stunt, which is going to be 2/3 of my usual speed. Okay, so there is a usual speed and there is an actual speed. Therefore, speed into time. Don't confuse with this x. I'm just writing x once again. Okay, so what is happening here is this. Hey, usually she is to. Okay, let me write p here. Usual speed has to be 3p. You may wonder from where you got this 3p from, because 2/3. What is in the denominator? 3. Therefore, usually she attempts with a speed called as 3p. Now, actually what happened? She maintained a speed called as 2p. So what happens to the time? Time between what? Time between O, B and O only. I'm now talking only between B and O. What is happening to the time between B and O? It will be of the form 2q and 3q. Okay, so how much time extra she is taking? 1q time extra she is taking. What is the meaning of this 1q? 1q means 9 minutes. All right, so this is going to be 9 minutes. Therefore, what is the meaning here? 2q means how much? 2q is nothing but 18 minutes. All right, this is 18 minutes. 3q is nothing but what? 27 minutes. See, I don't have to write all this 18, 27, all that, so many things. I'm writing just to illustrate a point to you. Now listen to me very, very carefully. Now listen to me very, very carefully. You said that usual time. Now I'm going back to usual time. Listen to me. I'm now going back to usual time. The usual time required for this lady to cover from here till here in the earlier case was 27 minutes. This is 27, not distance, minutes. So here I am, 27 minutes. Usual, from where to where? A to O, she wanted 27 minutes. Okay. So, but B to O, usual time. I'm coming to this 18 only. This 18 is a symbolic of the usual time. So what is the usual time required here? 18 minutes. All right. Hey, but then, hey, what? Therefore, all it, if this is 18 minutes, then how much is this going to be? This is going to be the remaining 9 minutes. Then this is going to be 9 minutes. Now I got my analysis done. Okay, therefore this lady has to cover 6 kilometers in 9 minutes. I get the speed. Therefore, between, I am analyzing only between A and B because I have the data between A and B. What data I have? I know the distance between A and B. I know the usual time taken to travel between A and B. Therefore, I will get my usual speed. My usual speed therefore is nothing but distance, which is 6 kilometers. Time taken 9 minutes, but author said that please give me in kilometers per hour, man, not kilometers per minute. All right, kilometers per hour if you want, I will divide that by 9 by 60 kilometers. 9 by 60 hours. This gives me kilometers per hour. Okay, therefore your answer is nothing but 6 into 60 divided by 9. Okay, therefore 3 times and 3 times, and this is going to be 2 times. She was maintaining a speed of 40 kilometers per hour. This is the car, this is the speed at which she generally drives her car. Everyone comfortable on this? Look at this question. One look at this. Hey, didn't I know how to write this? Didn't I know how to write this? All this story was only to help you to explain so much. But didn't I know that speed and time are inversely proportional? 2 scenarios were given. Quickly put them to perspective. Understand what was happening there already in particular window. You will get the answer. No big deal about this question. Think about it. There is absolutely no big deal about this question. Didn't we know that speed and time were inversely proportional? All I had to do what? Just put my head down and get it to the put those numbers in place. I will observe some pattern and I will get my answer from there. Guys, making sense? Are you with me here? Are you with me here? Yeah, don't take pressure. If you take pressure, the simple question starts appearing difficult. Because some of you are typing in the chat. So if you already under pressure, simple questions like built on speed and time are inversely proportional, that itself can trouble our mind enough. right? And that is what precisely happens on the cat. That is what precisely happens in the cat hall, right? Because after cat, paper looks easy. When you are trying to do 2017 cat paper, sitting in your house or sitting in sitting in the classroom, it appears easy because what is missing? The environment is missing. When you do that in the exam hall, when you know that your skin is into it, or there are high stakes into it, your reaction is going to be different. Your response is going to be different. It appears easy from outside, not from inside. That's a difference, right? So therefore, I don't believe too much in solving the paper outside. So therefore, I say that mocks are important because at least there are some stakes into it, right? Yeah, that's a point there, because even if you look at this particular question, under pressure, this can be little, this itself can trouble us sufficiently, right? But out of pressure, it's a different issue. Therefore, don't take too much pressure. Some pressure we all take. Okay, are we good to go to the next one? Okay, Preet. Yeah, I didn't see you. Yeah, sure. So you can do that later. Go back and do that. We discussed some fantastic questions there. I discussed about characteristic functional equation. Don't miss it. Do that lecture, Preet. Hey, anybody who didn't attend the lecture on the SE today, the link should be there. Guys, do that because we discussed, I gave a background to characteristic functional equation. If you've not done in the past, at least do that for some time and go ahead from there. Yeah, okay. Fine. All right, guys. Let's move to the next one. Let's move to the next one. Keep your book ready. Keep your pen ready. No passive viewing. Don't keep watching here and there. Yeah, stick to the window and start working on this. Very simple question. I expect that we all do. Man, 2 days from CAT, and these are the CAT questions we should do. Yeah, maybe 2 minutes is sometimes less. I agree. But at least get the flow going. Get the flow going. Yeah, all right. I hope the case is clear. I hope the case is clear. No worries. Let's do it together. Let's do it together. You might require a little more time to close this, surely, but let's do this. Hey, what is happening here? So there is a grass. All right. Now there is a fixed amount of grass. Let me call it as X. What is this X here? X is nothing but, just listen to me because I am not writing the definitions, etc. X is nothing but the fixed amount of grass. This fellow went there. There is a farmer. He decided to become a kind of shepherd now, right? So from the farming, probably he's not getting enough. Therefore, he said that let me shepherd for some time, something like that. Therefore, he went ahead, did some market research. He understood some details of all of this. Then he understood that in his farm, the day when he saw there is already some fixed amount of grass. Let's call it as X kg. What is this X? X is in terms of kg. X kg of grass is already available in the farm, and he understood that every day the grass grows by y kg. Every day the grass grows by y kg. What is this X? X is available. This is the growth rate. It grows by y kg per day. It grows by y kg. Now come to this question. So what is that we are trying to say? He's saying that, hey, if 40 sheep, if I buy 40 sheep, he's planning to deploy some sheep onto that particular farm. If I deploy 40 sheep, they can graze for 8 80 days, and after that they might not have sufficient food to survive, right? That is the point that they are trying to make. How do I put this to perspective? This is how I will put, which means what? The amount of grass they consumed for 80 days is nothing but amount of grass that was available for at the end of 80 days, right? Till the end of 80 days. How much grass was available? X was there in the beginning. I'm writing the equation here. X was there in the beginning, and the grass was growing at a rate of Y for how many days? 80 days. This is the quantity of grass. What I wrote here is the quantity of grass which was produced, all right, with the available one. Initial one, Ix is nothing but the initial value, and there is a growth rate which happened for 80 days is the total grass that was available for 80 days. Okay, this was what happened. This grass was consumed by sheep. How many sheep? 40 sheep. How much they were consuming per day? 1 kg per day. For how many days they consumed? They consumed for 80 days. First, give me an understanding that this equation is clear, because my job is over. If this equation is clear, actually it is over. Job is technically over. This equation is clear to everyone. What I wrote here, I just made two assumptions, X and Y, and I wrote one equation. Of course, we have to write another equation. That's the next issue. But this equation is clear what I wrote. The amount of grass available was nothing but amount of grass consumed at the end of 80 days. The field was empty. At the end of 80 days, there was nothing. Yeah, cool. All right. So then what happens? Second equation. Let me come to the second equation. What is happening on the second instance? 50 sheep, 40 days. So I will write the same thing. X 40 days, which means the amount of grass that has grown for 40 days is 40y. And therefore, what has happened here? You said that, hey, 50 sheep, 80 sheep. So 50 sheep, every day they are consuming 1 kg for how many days? 40. Now what I do? Simultaneous equations I will solve. I will solve these two equations. I'll subtract the second one from the first. Thereby I get 40y is equal to 40 times of 30. Okay, 40 times of 30. Therefore, y is equal to 30. The grass was growing at the rate of 30 kg per day. And this is my answer. This is the number of sheep he should buy. This is the number of sheep he should buy. You may say, what is the problem, sir? What if he buys the 31st sheep? What's the problem? If he buys a 31st sheep, then whatever the grass that you are producing every day is not enough. It will start eating into this X as well. Whatever be the value of X, X will be some value. Assume that there is a 31st sheep. What it does is it eats 1 kg from here. Assume there is a 31st sheep. 30 sheep, they can consume 30 kgs per day. Next day what happens? But 30 kg is grown. So again they consume the 30 kg. Next day what happens? 30 kg is grown, they consume 30 kg. You bring another sheep, because you cannot bring a quarter sheep, etc. You bring another sheep, 31. So it consumes 1 kg from X. Next day it consumes 1 kg from X. This X kg gets over. Then what happens to that particular sheep? It dies because it has no food there. And then what is the answer? Answer is nothing but how much kg is growing every day. Only those many sheep you need to deploy. Assuming that each sheep is consuming 1 kg. It is given. If it is 2, it will be 30 divided by. Hello, are you with me, guys? Clear about this question? Clear on this? How many sheep to deploy is directly proportional to how much grass is growing per day. Okay. Yeah, 30, because you cannot deploy the 31st sheep on this, because it starts eating into this X. Whatever is the text. Can I find this X? Of course you can find the text, but that is not required here for me. What do I do with the text? It is not required. I know that Y is my answer. Okay, I can find X. That's no big deal. But that does not help. That does not help. My answer is already concluded. Yeah, cool. All right. Yeah. Hey guys, these are the kind of concepts you study in economics, this, that, food supply, all of that. Okay, don't think that we simply do that things, or these fellows simply ask such things. No, these concepts come there. So therefore, some of the critical questions they create, they have a backing of what is expected in your case studies in a B school. They have that backing. Some critical applications are created keeping that in mind. Please understand that quantitative aptitude is not simply that we are trying to study something. Your RCs also have a reason, right? And your DILRs also have a reason. All right, there is nothing without a reason, right? Yeah, so there is everything a reason. I cannot conduct a wrong test and select for a different program. I cannot conduct a physics test and take somebody for a management program. Definitely not. There is a clear objective behind them. All right, let's move on this note. Let's move to the next one. So here comes another one. Here comes another one. Yeah, we did one on time, speed, distance. We did one on time and work. Kind of it was time and work. Right, the growth, etc., whatever it is, consumption. And here is on averages. Third question is on average. Yes, Lavesh, of course, yes. I've twisted them. Right, what I do is I remove some numbers. I give a new thing. I'll remove answer options. Right, yeah, all these are cat replica. Right, generally what I do is I remove some numbers, or I add a new flavor to them. That's it. That's it, because nobody is going to repeat the same CAT question as it is as well, right? Let's be mindful about it. Very unlikely that same question repeats, same type will repeat. Okay, I'll give another minute and close. I didn't put the timer. Nevertheless, I'll just put another minute. It requires little time because there is a little bit of calculation. Try and get the thoughts right. Rest is fine. Rest is incidental. Okay, yeah, all right, guys, let's make an attempt. Let's do this together. Here we go. Let's do this together. So what's happening? This guy has written 50 sectional tests, just like some of you have written here. He has written some 50 sectional test. Good. So 50, let's say that, hey, he has written, let me put it like this, VARC, because the question is to do with the VARC here. All right, so let me call VARC is X. Therefore, I need to find X. I need to find the minimum value of X, of course, yeah, because with this question will not be able to get the complete value. Okay, VARC is X, and then let me call it another section QA as Y, or DILR. I'm writing it in the reverse order, DILR as Y. I'm just giving some variables there. Okay, and the number of tests that he has attempted under QA is nothing but Z, let's say. Already has written Z test under this. Hey, what are the values here? So what is the percentage he got? What is this 150 marks doing? Nothing. That's useless number. That 150 is an useless number. So what is this? What is the therefore already now what is the percentages he has got? 78%, and he got 56%, and he got 66%. I just wrote in the reverse order because I have to find X. Keeping that in mind is easy. Okay, therefore overall, what happened? The overall it is 50 questions, that is X plus Y plus Z is equal to 50, and the overall percentage stood at 70%. Okay, this is the data. How will I represent this particular data? Let's understand. Let's put it to perspective. So let's say that X plus Y plus Z is equal to 50. This is what I know. Second thing that I know is nothing but 78% of X, 78 weighted average, 78% of X, 56% of Y plus 66% of Z is also equal to 70% of X plus Y plus Z. Okay, technically you will be writing X plus Y plus Z here, which will be equal to 70%. I shifted everything to the other side outrightly. Okay, any confusion so far? Because my problem is over. My job is technically done by the time I reach here. Any confusion so far? Because writing these two equations, because here the solving the equation, that is it. Once I get this thought underway, so most of my job is technically done. Most of it is technically done. This portion is clear, everybody? Can you guys quickly confirm on this? I guess there is no delay in the video audio. Yeah, okay, as many as you could confirm, quickly confirm there. Okay, Preet says fine, Sonakshi says fine, Isha says fine, Akib says fine. All right, Ashutosh, all right. Okay, cool. All right, most of you are fine with this. Then it is done. So let me come back to this. Okay, what do I do? A percentage symbol doesn't matter because throughout there is a percentage symbol, it gets cancelled. Therefore, I'm writing the numbers. There is a 78x and there is a x on this particular side. I'm shifting it here. 8x is equal to 56y I'm shifting onto this particular side, 70y minus 56y, all at which becomes 14y. 66y z I'm shifting onto that particular side, which will be equal to 4z. Now it looks like 3 variables, but I can always reduce it to 2 variables. How? Because I have this equation x plus y plus z is equal to 50. Don't substitute for x because x is what I want. Either substitute for y or substitute for z. Okay, from here I can say that z is equal to 50 minus x minus y, for which I am going to substitute it here. Before that, let me simplify this. This is 4, this is 7, this is 2, which means technically I have 4x is also equal to 7y plus 2 times of, listen, in place of z I am writing 50 minus x minus y. In place of z I am writing this, and let me get on to solve this. From here let me get on to solve this. So therefore you say that 4x, or let me get this x on this particular side. So when it comes, it is 2x, which will become 6x. Therefore 6x is also equal to 7y minus 2y, right? 7y minus 2y, which will become 5y. So which would technically become 5y plus 100. This is nothing but what? Integral solutions, which are all masters of this. We are all technically masters of this. Okay, 6x minus 5y is equal to 100. Okay, x and y are the positive values. It's a sections, my friend. What he's solving is a section, right? At least 0 is also fine. He might have solved 0, but then point here is what? One look at this, I know that 5 divides this particular number. One of the values of y is minus 20. In that case, x value will be 0. Minus 20 is fine, but the point is I cannot have minus 20 as the answer. But what is the coefficient with which minus 20 will increase? Minus 20 will increase with an AP of 6. This much we know, this story we know. So increase by 6, add 6 to this, minus 14. When I have minus 14, still not valid, because the value of y, what is y? Number of DILR sections cannot be minus 20 and minus 14. Next further, minus 8, not possible. Minus 2, not possible. Next value of y, you say that, hey, next value of y is nothing but 4. 4 is possible. Okay, when I write 4 here, 4 times of 5 is what I'm talking about, 120. So 120. Therefore 6 something, all right, 6 into something is equal to 120. It is going to be 20. Implies that x, y, z, listen to me, I'm writing the values of x, y, z. When the value of x is equal to 20, the value of z is y is equal to 4. At that time, if you are interested in value of z, the value of z at that point in time is nothing but 26. Hey, what happens next? Of course, this will increase by 6 once again. So this will increase by 6. When it increases by 6, this would become 10. Okay, then what happens to this? This increases by 5, because minus is the different sign there. It increases 5, then it becomes 25. What is the second solution set? You will say that, hey, when this becomes 25, this would become 10. All right, therefore this would become 15. Hey, can I have another solution set to this? Let's try, just in case the point was in how many ways you would have attempted this. I'm just trying to answer that point as well. You would say that you add another 6 to this, it becomes 16. You add another 5 to this, it would become 30. So therefore you are saying that, hey, this is 30, this is 16, so that for 446, and this is 4. The game comes to an end. That's it. Only 3 ways he could have attempted, out of which the minimum value of x is going to be 20. Understood? Everybody understood this beautiful question on averages, how it is working out with your integral solutions. Averages working out with integral solutions. Hey, this is what happens between level 2 and level 3, which we call them as little difficult questions, which we call them like this. This is what happens there. This is what happens. This is what happens. We know integral solutions. We know averages. What I got to do in here, I got to mix my understanding of averages with the integral solutions. There are many ways to solve the integral solutions. Whichever way you know, please solve. But the two concepts I'm talking here is what? Integral solution versus averages. Right? How we are mixing these two. That's where the algebra plays a role. You might say that I'm very good in averages. But the point is, if you don't know a little bit of algebra, wherein you use that understanding of integral solutions, how do you solve this question? How do we solve this question? Particularly if this comes with a box. This question comes with a box. Done. I can't do much about this. Okay. All right. So let's move to the next one. 3 questions. We did a little bit of, I don't know how much we can squeeze in. But yes, I'm trying to do my best in the given time. We did 1 time speed distance. We did 1 time and work. We did 1 averages. Right? Yeah. I know it is very less, but can't help much. All right. Really can't help much. All right. Here comes another beautiful question type. All of you know the answer. Those who know the answer, tell me in 30 seconds, 1 minute. Okay, reading time is required. 1 minute. If you don't know, naturally you will struggle. Naturally you would struggle. Nevertheless, to be fair to all of you, I'll give 2 minutes. To be fair to each one of you, I'll give 2 minutes. Yeah, all right. How come none of you knew this particular concept? Isn't it the answer geometric mean of these two numbers? Geometric mean of 1296 and 1089. That is the answer. Right, that is the answer. If you want to understand that what is the ratio of quantities sold by Anil and Sunil, ratio of the quantities is nothing but under root of 1296 divided by 1089. Such a standard one, guys, such a standard one. Nevertheless, let me come back to the root of this. Let's first go back to the root of this, then we will come across, because I thought that in some of the mocks you would have come, they would have said it's a geometric mean, it's a geometric mean. They would have said pretty interesting questions are built around this. Not only just this question, very interesting questions are built around this particular concept. All right, nevertheless, let's get into the roots of this in case somebody didn't understand what is this case is all about. Case is something like this. There is a Anil, there is a Sunil. Let me explain, then we will understand that portion. There are two folks called Anil and Sunil. There are two things. One, they are talking about the quantity and they are talking about the price. Right, quantity versus price. Now these are the issues that they have. Right, these are the two things that they have. So it says that, hey, if Anil was, let's assume that Anil was selling M pieces, M toys he was selling. Sunil was selling N pieces, N toys he was selling. M toys he was selling, the other guy was selling N toys. The price was X here and the price was Y here. Let's assume that the price at which Anil was selling was X and the price at which Sunil was selling was Y. What is the revenue? Therefore, what is the sales revenue? That is nothing but money. It's a revenue. What is the revenue generated by them? Revenue is nothing but mx, so which is also equal to ny. That is the given understanding. So far the story given was this. If instead, this is what technically happened, that part was equal, but what is author saying? If instead Anil sells the different quantity, what it says is Anil sells n at the rate of x, therefore Anil's revenue will become nx. Anil's revenue would become nx, where it is given here. Had Anil sold the quantity sold by Sunil, how much Sunil has sold technically? N. So had this been sold by Anil, what price? At the same price what he was selling before, right? At the same price as earlier, whatever the price was. What was the price? Price was X. Therefore, what is the revised revenue? Let me call it as revenue dash. What is the revised revenue? The revised revenue is going to be NX. Fantastic. Hey, what is the revenue for the other guy? So other guy, what is he doing? He is planning to sell M items. All right, the Sunil is planning to sell M items at the rate of Y. So therefore, his revenue is going to be MY. Are these revenues given to me? Of course, yes. Right? Anil would have made 1296. NX is equal to, so I am writing it here. NX is equal to 1296 and MY is equal to, Sunil's revenue, is it given? Yeah, it is given. What is that? 1089. These revenues are given. Story clear so far? My job is done. Story is clear so far? Narration is clear? Did I explain what was given there? This is what it does. If I didn't know what to do, this is what I would have started. This is how we would have started. This is clear, everybody. I hope there is no confusion in this. Yeah. Okay. Right. All right. Yeah. Now listen to me, guys. Listen to me. I can use this in multiple ways. Now listen to me. Mx divided by ny, right? Mx is equal to ny. So given to me that mx is equal to ny. Where? Here. All right, now here mx is equal to ny. What I know is mx is equal to ny. Correct? Okay. Mx is equal to ny. That is known to me. If I want the ratio of quantities, listen, sometimes in this question they may ask that, hey, find the ratio of quantities that they have sold. Okay. Ratio of quantity means what? M by n is what I'm interested in, or n by y, n by m is what I'm interested in. Now if from here you could say that x by y is also equal to n by m. Here, from here I could say that x by y is also equal to n divided by m. I can substitute this here. First of all, I can take the ratio of these numbers. I'll take the ratio of these numbers. This by this will be equal to this by this, because there is equality there. From here I would say that, hey, n you retain, m you retain, but for the value of x by y you can write another n by m, and hence you say that n square by m square is also equal to 1296 divided by 1089. Therefore you would say that n by m is equal to under root of 1296 divided by 1089. Did you get this point? Everybody got this particular point? Comfortable? Everybody comfortable on this? This is what I was talking in the beginning. This is, I was saying it in the beginning. It is the under root of the quantities being sold. Are you all with me, friends? Everyone clear on this? Yeah. This portion is clear. So nothing but, all right, if I want to understand the ratio of quantity being sold, all right, it is nothing but 36 divided by 33, right? 36 divided by 33 is nothing but 12 divided by 11, right? 12, 3 11 times and 3 12 times. That's what we are trying to say. The ratio is 12 is to 11, right? 12 is to 11. N value is 12. For every 12 pieces sold by one guy, the other guy is selling the 11 pieces. The other guy is selling the 11 pieces. Okay, yeah. Now, having understood this, now you can remember it from here. You can directly remember this. I don't have to do all this particular story. Hereafter, whenever this scenario happens, I just have to plug these numbers to perspective, Anil to Sunil, and then I have to put the numbers in the reverse ratio, which means if I want n by n, if I want m by n, all I got to do is under root of, put the numbers in the reverse order. 1089 divided by 1296. I get the ratio of m by n. Okay, once part of the story is clear. I'm giving the complete background to this particular story. That's a point I'm trying to do out here. Okay, cool. So one part of the story is clear. What I do on the other side of the story here, you may think that what about the other side, the revenue what they made, which means what is the value of mx. Alright, author is interested in the value of mx portion or the value of ny portion. He is not interested in this. Correct, fair enough. Now take a look at this particular one. Hey, what is the value of n and what is the value of m here? The value of m is a symbolic of 11a, symbolic of 11a. What will be the value of n? The value of n will be the symbolic of 12a. 12a. Why? You see, ratio you got is 11 by 12. M by n ratio you got is 11 by 12. That doesn't mean that the value of m is 11. The value of n is 12. It is nothing but 11a and 12a. Correct. All right, 11a and 12a. Let's put that to perspective onto this. Come back here. Let us put it to perspective on this. M is nothing but 11a. Okay. N is nothing but 12a. M is nothing but 12a. Therefore, x and y will be in the inverse ratio because they are equal. X and y are in the inverse ratio means what? This should be of the form 12b and this should be of the form 11b. Only then the equality will match. Why? Because 11 and 12 are already in their simplified form. Therefore, they should be in that form. Okay, therefore, what is the total revenue? Total revenue is nothing but 132 times of AB. Here also it is going to be 132 times of AB. Right? So, total revenue will be a function of 132 times of AB. So far it is clear, guys. The story so far is clear. Can you confirm me quickly that this is clear so far? Yeah, go ahead. Confirm this. Clear here? Yeah. Yeah, because I don't have to repeat. Therefore, I'm asking. So far it is clear. I come to the GM part of it. That's what you have to remember. You don't have to do all this in the exam. If I didn't know, I end up doing all this. If I don't know the concept, naturally I end up doing all this drama. Right? I end up doing all this drama. Okay, now listen to this. What is the value of nx? Now listen to this. Nx is equal to 1296. What is the meaning of n? Alright, what is the meaning of n? Meaning of n is 12a. I'm writing it here. What is the meaning of n? 12a. From where? From this grammar. Alright, from here. N is nothing but 12a. What is the meaning of x? The meaning of x is nothing but 12b. Okay, the meaning of x is nothing but 12a. 12a into 12b is equal to 1296. Alright, 12a into 12b is equal to 1296. Right? Okay, so do I get the value of AB from here? Yeah, you get the value of AB from here. Once you get the value of AB from here, what do? Come back, substitute it here. You will get the answer. 132 into AB becomes the answer. Now, instead of doing all this, so again, it comes from the geometric progression from here itself. So instead of doing all this, you would simply say that, hey, I can take the root of these two particular values. That is nothing but 1296, which is nothing but 12 square times of AB. So NY similarly is going to be 11 square times of AB. This is going to be 12 square times of AB. The other one is going to be 11 square times of AB. Now, what is the product of both of these particular numbers? Both of these particular numbers is same. Or what if I multiplied both of them? I will get the same thing. What I wanted here, I want the root of these particular numbers. I took a product, but I want only one side of it. Therefore, I am taking a root. Thereby, I get the answer. Understood? Everybody understood on this? Where I am getting the GM, is it clear? I went little fast. But did you understand? Prabal, you don't have to do anything. You just have to take the GM of these numbers. Why you want to consider any number on earth here? Given numbers, take the geometric mean. You are there with your answer. You are there with your answer. Take the geometric mean. I'm telling you how do you get the geometric mean. This is 132 AB, 132 AB. Multiply them. Therefore, it will become what? All it now. So, okay, don't do anything here. Look at them. If you just multiply this with this, it becomes what? All it now 11. There is one 11 here and there is another 11 here. Don't mess it up. There is 11 here. There is 11 here. I'm multiplying these two values. This bracket with this particular bracket. It becomes what? 11 square into there is a 12 and there is a 12. It becomes 12 square. There is a AB and AB. Therefore, A square and B square. I have to do the under root of this. If I take under root of this, what I get? I get 11, I get a 12, I get a and I get a B. This is nothing but the revenue. This is one piece. One piece is nothing but this. Nothing but what? Why don't you take the geometric mean of the given numbers? Because my given numbers are 12 square times of AB and 11 square times of AB. My is nothing but 11 square times of AB. Take the geometric mean, you got your answer. Understood? Hey, it's a damn standard question, guys. How come none of you came across? I don't understand this. Right? If you are following a particular mock series, everybody will expose you to this and somebody will give you a 10 minutes of pep talk in a video about this because it's a very, very interesting and important question type. Important question type. Right? Yeah, not 2-3 minutes of discussion on this. There should be a discussion like just I did 10-15 minutes of discussion they will do so that it sticks into the mind. Next time you see it in a CAT, ZAT or IIFT, you just say that man, I did this in 1 minute kind of. Right? That 15-minute discussion help you to close it in a minute. That's a point I'm trying to say. Okay, therefore coming to this, answer is GM of these two numbers. Shall we proceed from here? If required, come back to this lecture and take a look at this later of this question. For now, shall we proceed? Yeah, I saw that, Preet. I saw that. Rishabh also said for one of the question never came across. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know why that is happening. Idea of the mocks is to expose to every single variety. That should be the idea behind the mock. So that you are prepared for even worst case eventuality. It's never to please anyone. Mock is never to please anyone. Lecture also, it is not to please anyone. It is to teach someone. Right? Lecture, when I give a lecture, is it to please someone? Of course not. Idea is not to please someone. Idea is to ensure that there is some edification, there is some learning out of it. Right? Whether it is pleasing or not is a secondary issue. That's never a primary. Primary is never to please someone. Idea is not to please. Idea is to educate. Yeah. Similarly, idea of the mock should be what? Mock is not to please by getting some scores, etc. Expose so that they will do well, whatever be the kind of exam that we are going to get on a Sunday. All right, here comes another one. Let's go in here. Let's drop this. Let me bring down the difficulty level a little bit. Let me bring down. Let's scale down a little bit so that we'll be able to relax a little bit. Okay, go ahead again. Those who know the concept, close it in a minute. Those who don't know the concept, go ahead. Those who know the concept, 1 minute question. Again, a very popular question type, pretty popular one. You would have come across in sectionals or the mocks. Yeah. But Rishabh, easy to educate, right? Difficult to please, but rightly tried to educate. Yeah. Yeah, that's right, Avyav. That's right. That's right. Answer it. Yeah, good. Yeah, this is British flag theorem. That's right, right? So as we have said, we call this as a British flag theorem, right? Because it appears solid. This is something like, let me quickly explain this. It's nothing but Pythagorean theorems. Nothing but a Pythagorean theorem. We just use the Pythagorean theorem to close this. Let me take an arbitrary point here. This point is called as X. So let's say that, hey, this is P, there is Q, there is R, and there is S, right? Clockwise. We went clockwise. This is how we have to name P, Q, R, S. Then author is saying that, hey, if I join this, then I will join this. I will join this. Already it may not be a straight line. I will join this. There are 4 lines out there. From the point X, there are going 4 lines, right? These are the 4 lines. So that is, there is a point X and these are the 4 lines. Okay, the distances are given. There is 20, 20 root X, all that stuff. So leave that aside. So let me first quickly understand this. Listen to me very carefully. Let me join this with this. Let me join this with this and call some points there. Let me call this as A. And the opposite side, let me call it as B, let me call this as C, and the opposite side, let me call it as D. Just you need to understand that, hey, so even if I wouldn't have known the theorem, what I would have done, it's nothing but a Pythagorean theorem that you would have used, and you would have closed this particular one. How? All right, now think about this. What is this Px square? Think about these orange lines. Think about these lines one at a time, starting from this particular line. Listen to me. Px square. That is the length, right? Px square is the hypotenuse. Nothing but this. All right, now nothing but this is nothing but I'm hashing this. Px square is nothing but this line versus this particular line. But instead of taking PA, I will take, instead of taking PA, I will say that, hey, this pink line is same as this particular pink line. I want to use the blue lines inside. I don't want to use the green lines at all, right? That is the idea that I'm trying to use. All right, therefore I'm trying to say that, hey, here, so when I'm trying to write this, Px square is nothing but these 2 lines. Px square is nothing but, so Ax square, let me write it as Ax square plus Cx square. All right, so now let me go to this fellow. Let me go to this particular fellow. How do I represent this particular fellow? Therefore, so you say that Qx square is nothing but, again, Qx square is a function of this particular line along with the Cx line. So I'm saying that, okay, this is nothing but Bx square plus Cx square. Why? The Cx square is same as this particular side, but I'm taking it on the other side because I'm determined to use the blue lines from inside, which is paramount. It's important to me while I'm trying to describe this particular theorem. Okay, coming to the third point here, coming to this one, how do I represent this particular thought here? That is nothing but Rx square. Rx square is nothing but, I'm going here, Rx square is nothing but, I'm hashing it with red color. Rx square is this hashed line along with the other side of the hashed line. Both are same dimensions, right? Yeah. Therefore, you would say that this is dx square plus bx square. All right. So then last line here, how do I represent this part of the line? So which is sx square is also nothing but dx square plus ax square. This is what you kind of notice. Okay, so far it is clear. These 4 equations are clear, everybody. These 4 equations are clear. These 4 equations are clear. We should not do all these proofs, etc., but yeah, any which ways, because in case the same concept is used somewhere, this British flag theorem is very important. It is must know for each one of you. So far this is clear. Is there a lag here or is this clear? Can somebody quickly confirm there? Yeah. Right. Yeah. So now look at these pairs. Look at these pairs, right? Let's take a look at these pairs. I look at these pairs. Yeah. There is an ax square here and there is an ax square here. Right, and there is a cx square here. Listen to this very carefully. There is a cx square here and there is a cx square here. Okay, and there is a bx square here and there is a bx square here. Right, these boxes are matching. Similarly, there is another one which is a yellow one, dx square here and there is a dx square here. Right, so if I put them together, that is a b c d, put these 2 together, you got ax bx cx dx, which will be same as sum of these 2 values. What I'm trying to say is, let's look carefully there. Observe observe carefully. Px square plus Rx square is also equal to Qx square plus Sx square. Why? So I have Ax square, Bx square, Cx square and Dx square, all of them coming together there. If you just want to understand where is that Px square, let me highlight it in little white color. Now this is my Px square and where is my Rx square? Here. So what I highlighted in these two colors, Px and Rx square. So this is what British flag theorem is. So there is another one which is Qx square and Sx square. All right, now these are the two values and then the values were given to me. Those who knew the theorem, therefore I said it's a 1 minute question, maybe 1.5 minute question. What is the Px square here? This is 20. All right, what is the R? This is 20 and this is 20 root 6 and this was given to me as 60. Therefore this was questioned. What is the value of y? So you say that 20 square plus 60 square is also equal to 20 root 6 whole square plus y square. Resolve it. I think you will get the value of y is equal to 40, which becomes the answer. Remember this particular theorem, easy to remember. This is called as the British flag theorem, which is important. Little surprising that how some of you don't know about this. This is one of the important theorems out there. Okay, come to the next one. I'm expecting this one maxima minima question in geometry this year. In one of the slots or in two of the slots, one maxima minima question from geometry is due. This is due. Take 2 minutes to resolve this. I'm expecting something similar to this, maybe cone cylinder, that I don't know. It can be 2D as well. If they want to make it simple, 2D. If they want to complicate it, 3D. Understand this question. Try and get to the answer to this. I hope everybody understood the question here. I think you got the question right. This is something like this. There is a right circular cone. It's a hollow one. There is a cone here. And they tried to place a cylinder inside, right? Like this. They tried to place a solid cylinder inside like this, right? So they tried to place a cylinder inside and they're asking that, why don't you tell me the maximum surface area of the cylinder? Okay, this diagram is clear to you in the sense you understood this diagram properly? Yes or no? Can you guys confirm quickly here? So they want the maximum surface area, which means largest possible cylinder. Other volume wise answer will be different. Surface area wise answer will be different, because what you do on AM, GM will be different here. But this is the figure. This is you understood, right? Because if you fail to understand the figure, then we wouldn't have solved it. We wouldn't have solved anything. I'm assuming that, okay, we understood the figure in the right sense. Yeah. Okay. Can I conclude that figure is clear? Ashutosh, Akib, Aman and Preet. That's it. Only 4 of you. The others didn't. You understood differently, or is it the same? What I'm trying to say, if there's an axis here, if there is an axis, something like this is how you need to place it. Can I understand that everybody understood the figure in the right sense? Solving, we'll do it later. Yeah. Okay, figure is correct. All right, cool. Yeah, similar triangles. What is the concept? Concept is similar triangles. All right, now I'm coming to the core geometry concept. Similar triangles, one of the very important concept. Therefore, I thought that let me pick it up because we need to already remind that similar triangles are very, very important onto this. Similar triangles, let me give some name. All right, let me call this as A here. Let me call this as B here, and let me call this as C here. And let me call this as D, or let me call this as P, and let me call this as Q. Which are the two similar triangles? ABC is similar to, let me call P here, and PQC. ABC is similar to triangle PQC. These two triangles are similar. If I call this angle as theta, for both these triangles there exists an angle theta. Okay. If I call this particular angle as theta dash, which means supplementary angle, so here also there is a theta dash, right? Theta dash, which is another angle, I'm calling it as theta dash, and there is a 90-degree angle in both of them, right? There is a 90-degree angle. What is that I'm interested? When I want to find the total surface area, what is running in my mind? When I want the total surface area of the cylinder, two circles. Where are the two circles? The top and the bottom. Top and the bottom are circular faces. Therefore, 2 times of pi r square. That's a total surface area, which means 2 times of pi r square is the top face and the bottom place, plus the and then the round face, right? And the peripheral round face. That is nothing but circumferencing. That is 2 pi r. That is the base radius into height. This is what I need to maximize. In other words, author wants you to maximize. Take 2 pi common, r square plus r times of h. This is what I need to maximize, because 2 I cannot maximize, pi I cannot maximize. All I can maximize is r square plus rh. This is all I can maximize at the most. Okay, this is the point. This you have already in your mind. Keeping this in mind, you are trying to approach this question. Now you see that there is a similarity here. Therefore, what are your variables? You say that, man, let this be h, and let the radius of the cylinder be r. What is that? BQ is r. Therefore, what is this remaining piece here? 4 minus r. Why 4 minus r? 4 minus r because from here till here it is 4 units. From here till here it is 4 units, and the height of the cylinder is h units. I'm talking about this. Height of the cylinder is h unit. The radius of the cylinder is r units, but then the remaining portion is 4 minus r units, and the complete height of this particular cone is 10 units. All right, let me come back and write the sides opposite these particular faces. What is the side opposite face theta? All right, in the triangle ABC, the side opposite face theta is nothing but 10 units. All right, that is nothing but the height. Okay, what is the side opposite theta dash in the larger triangle? 4 units. What is the side opposite 90-degree in the larger triangle ABC? I am not interested. It is not there. In the sense, right now it is not there. If I want to find out, I can find out under root of 10 square plus 4 square, which I can do. Not interested. If required, I will see. I don't want to simply write all possible data there. Fair enough. Let me come to the second piece. Let me come to the triangle PQC. What is the side opposite angle theta? The side opposite angle theta is h. That is the height of the cylinder. Okay. What is the side opposite theta dash in the triangle PQC? It is 4 minus r. It is 4 minus r. Okay. What is the side opposite 90 here? Not interested. Okay. So now you got these particular figures. Now what do I do? So because these two are similar triangles, the ratio has to be equal. That is 10 by h should be equal to 4 divided by 4 minus r. Upon simplification, that's nothing but 10 by h. I will cancel this. This is 2 times. This is 2 5 times. And hence you say that, hey, 5 times of 4 minus r is also equal to 2h. And hence you say that 2h plus 5r is equal to 20. Guys, did you get till here? Are you all with me till here? Are you all with me till here? Yes, everyone comfortable? Are you all with me till here? Similar triangle, that's it. Once you understood similar triangle and once you understand what you need to maximize, your story is technically over. Your story is technically over once you understand what needs to be done. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Okay, from our AMGM concept, what we know? What we know is this. Hey, product needs to be maximum. Life is simple, man. There is a plus sign. Sir, can I write it as product to be maximum? When sum is constant, product maximum. That's a wonderful theory. Therefore, you say that, write it, rewrite this. I'm only rewriting this particular bracket. 2 pi, I don't have a control. Keep it aside. All right, 2 pi, keep it aside. I can rewrite this bracket as r times of r plus h. R times of r plus h. It looks like product has to be maximum. Sum is constant. Product has to be maximum. But you are saying that, hey, sir, your one term looks like r and another term looks like r plus h. But I don't see anything like this. Why don't you rewrite this? Okay, how do I rewrite this? All right, I can write this as 2h plus 2r plus 3r is equal to 20. I can rewrite like this in my mind, nothing but 2 times of h plus r, 2 times of r plus h or h plus r plus 3 times of r is equal to 20. And now you say that, do I see these terms here? Hey, there is a r that I'm seeing here. Do I see an r? Yes. I'm seeing r plus h here. Do I see an r plus h here? Yes. So just to understand this, let me call r as r itself. Let me call r plus h is equal to x. I am saying that I want the maximum value of rx. I want r plus h, let me call it as one variable, as x together, combined variable, composite variable. So I can also write this r plus h as x here. Therefore, you are saying that 2x plus 3r is equal to 20, right? If the product has to be maximum, or if the product has to be, sum is constant, the product has to be maximum, we know that concept that 2x should be equal to 10. This should be equal to 3r. 3r also should be equal to 10. Hey, we all know that. I'm not getting into the maximum minimum concept here. We all know why I am writing 2x is equal to 10. I'm assuming that we know that answer. Why? Because I dealt with this for a long time in the algebra sequence on the special class. We know why I'm writing this. It is not that this has to be outrightly. I am looking at the power. Powers are 1. Therefore, 2x. There is an x there. 2x divided by 1 should be equal to 3r divided by 1. Therefore, 2x is equal to 10, 3r is equal to 10, and hence x is equal to 5 and r is equal to 10 by 3. For these values, it will be maxima. Let me go back and get the answer to this. Okay, answer is 2 as it is, pi as it is. Now this particular value here, r value, the r value is 10 by 3, and the value of r plus h, which we called it as x here, r plus h we called it as x, which is nothing but 5. When you simplify this, it will become 100 pi divided by 3. This is the answer to this particular question. Comfortable? Everybody understood this? How in geometry we squeezed in am greater than gm. I didn't brief completely on am greater than gm because I did several hours of lecture on this on the special class, right, on the algebra, on the algebra side of it. So there you can see it. Otherwise that becomes another lecture in itself, right? So I'm leaving that aside. So how I arrived at this packaging, I'm leaving it aside. So point here is what? Algebra concept, a geometric concept involved is similar triangle. Algebra concept involved in this question is am greater than gm. Two things coming together. Guys, this is what precisely happens around level 2 and level 3 questions, right? Am, gm coming with similarity of the triangles, right? Yeah, Narayan, it is there. All the lectures are recorded. Okay, are we all good? Are we all good, or are we tired? Have it become much deeper? It is not deeper. I am taking time to explain. Let me put it very clearly. Yeah, Rishav, I could have done with the differentiation also. But the point with the YouTube is, if I do differentiation, I don't know. I have to ask that question. How many of you are math background, all that? That I did on SC. I will not do it here, right? Different forums, different platforms, different decisions. Yeah, understood, Risha? Because YouTube reach is different. On the special class, objective is different. On the plus class, the objective is different. Yeah, plus class, the objective is different. Yeah, all right, fine. Are we good here? Are we good to go to the next one? Okay, now before we do that, I think we have taken pretty much of time. So I think I gave much elaborative discussion on this. What should we do tomorrow? Shall we break before CAT? Tomorrow, day after tomorrow, break? Yeah, that's all right, Preet. You relax, buddy. Should we do a break tomorrow? Tomorrow, day after, we'll take a break. I will take your questions if required. I will create a question answer kind of stuff. So wherein you come with the questions, if I can help you, I will help you. Not questions on technical side, anything on the other side. So if you have some doubts, how many questions, this, that, something, this is not working, that is not working. If you want to join in and ask a couple of questions, I will just address them. So is that the better route for tomorrow, day after, than content? Or should we do a little bit of content? How should we go about it? I don't know how much of content. Yeah, a little bit of question answer type, so that you might have some of your concerns. Based on my understanding, I will try and guide. I'll not promise you anything, but yeah, so whatever it is. Put your responses. Yeah, whatever, you just put your comments there. I will read through them. That helps me to plan how should we go about tomorrow. Okay, just put your comments, put there. Okay, I'm reading them, just put them quickly so that helps to plan, squeeze in the plan for tomorrow. Okay, I'm reading comments. Yeah, Ashutosh, I read your comments. Don't worry. Don't try to put it in different ways. It's all the same. Yeah. Okay. 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 All right. All right. All right. Fine, fine. That makes sense. That makes sense. That makes sense. Then I will see you tomorrow. Then I will see you tomorrow. Then we will squeeze in. So a little bit of what do we do again? So more two topics itself is too heavy. Think about it, right? So we try to do one question on the time, speed, distance, one question on that, like that. So too many. Let's see how many concepts I can squeeze in. Yeah, yeah. Sure. All right. Okay. Miscellaneous. That's right, Rishabh. That's a better way, I guess. That's a better way. We will try. Let me try and squeeze in some concept here and there so that we will be able to recall the concept. The idea is to kind of recall some concepts here and there, and at least some of the standard questions we are not overlooking. Just like today, I realized that some of you guys have overlooked some of the very standard question types, which technically should not be overlooked, right? Likewise, let me try and see, and if you know it, it is good. I will be very happy, because that's what, as a mentor, I'll be happy when you guys know. Okay, yeah, fair enough. So that brings us to kind of the end of this particular lecture. If you have genuinely liked this particular lecture, mark a like button before you leave, and yes, you can share this with the link with others as well. So if you have genuinely liked this already, you do that. That's a plan. So plan maybe probably I will see you guys at 4 p.m. tomorrow, around 4 p.m. tomorrow. I will see you at 4 p.m. maybe 4 p.m. or 8 p.m., which I will let you know. Preferably I will see you guys 4 p.m. on the YouTube. And these are some of the lectures which are on the offer. So if some of you are facing some questions, I said that you ask me questions, you have similar kind of questions, hey, join in your probable question types, question answers, ask me anything by top educators. This series is going on the special classes. That's on the Unacademy app. You can go there and you can also ask questions there. That's another thing. And if you have doubts piled up, and if you think that some of your doubts are not getting addressed, so you have ask a doubt feature on your app. Put there, probably you will get the doubt within few hours of time. You will be lucky. All right, if that happens, all right, you could be kind of little lucky there. So they're trying to answer as much as possible in the given time. Yeah, that's pretty much about it. So I will preferably see you guys at 4 p.m. tomorrow on YouTube. Preferably I will see you guys at 4 p.m. If I miss, then I will see you guys at 8 p.m. In any which case, I will let you know about this. Yeah. That's pretty much for now. So if you guys, some of you are talking something in the beginning, any question to be asked, you can ask me now, or please come on to this particular YouTube. If you don't want to do it right away, come on to this YouTube, post it there politely. I will try and address your concerns. I will try and address, or some of them who are active and have some time in between the break time, they will try and address there. Yeah, those who are seeing it offline, you can always leave a comment at the end of the lecture, so that I will also try and incorporate some of your concerns between the lecture. Yeah. Okay, cool. So that brings us to the end of this particular lecture. I will take leave of you guys. Maintain good health. Don't be too anxious. Keep yourself calm. Keep revising. I will see you guys tomorrow evening. Bye till then. Stay blessed. God bless you. God bless you. God bless all your efforts.